Hello, my name is Stephen Lightfoot and I'm the Chair of the NHS Sussex Integrated Care Board. And what I'd like to do today is to give you a very brief summary of our most recent board meeting that was held on the 21st of May 2025 in Uckfield. We started as we usually do with our Chief Executive's report, and our Chief Executive Mark Smith gave an important update on the recent government decision to reduce the cost and the running cost of integrated care boards by some 50% by the end of this calendar year. And the fact that we need to submit proposals on how to achieve that to NHS England by the 30th of May. So we're working under very, very tight timelines. I think Mark also took the opportunity to recognise the fact that this is a very unsettling time for our staff. It creates a great deal of uncertainty, and while we're trying to also deliver on all our other services, this is obviously in the back of everyone's mind. So we're very grateful for the continued support of our staff during this particular period. Mark also highlighted the achievement of gaining a balanced plan for the new financial year of 25-26. And he went on to highlight the fact that Sussex has got the best use of virtual wards of any system in the country, particularly when it comes to supporting admissions avoidance, trying to ensure that people who don't need to go into hospital don't go into hospital. We then went through our assurance reports from our Quality, Patient and Experience Committee, from our People and Digital Committee, our Remuneration Committee, and of course our Executive Committee, to gain assurance on our performance in year, but also the decisions that have been made by those relevant bodies. We then took the opportunity to take some considerable time thinking and debating the independent mental health homicide review. And this particular independent review followed the 3 tragic murders of 3 innocent individuals in the Nottingham area, when someone with a severe mental illness who was failed by their local mental health services committed those 3 terrible murders. So as a board, we want to make sure that this situation was not likely to happen in Sussex, and that we gained assurance that our community mental health services had the appropriate assertive and outreach capability to ensure that doesn't happen down in our particular area. Really pleased to hear that we got good assurance from the Chief Medical Officer of Sussex Partnership NHS Foundation Trust, who provide our mental health services in Sussex, and with the support of our Chief Nursing Officer as well. And the board asked the Quality Patient Experience Committee to continue to monitor this on an ongoing basis. So that felt a really important decision to have made. We then looked at something completely different, which was our Joint Capital Resource Use Plan, and the prioritisation and how we're going to make the best use of £218 million worth of capital investment from the government into the NHS in Sussex. And again, that report went through the details of how we're going to spend that money. The management of risk is an important responsibility for the Integrated Care Board, and so we had a report from our Audit and Risk Management Committee, particularly highlighting the progress that we're making in developing our 24-25 annual report and accounts. And also we had a closed down report on our board assurance framework, again for the year of 2024-25. We then went on to discuss specialised commissioning, and this follows the decision that the board made at the last board meeting to take the delegation of commissioning for some 70 specialist services from NHS England, and to be responsible for those specifically here in Sussex. And actually one of the things that we needed to do was to approve the terms of reference for a new ICB joint committee for the South East region, where these 6 integrated care boards in the South East will collaborate on specialised commissioning together to make sure that we continue the safe and effective delivery of these particular services. We then had a chair's report from myself and the forward plan, but then I highlighted the fact our next meeting will be held on the 23rd of July over in Chichester at the Aldingbourne Country Centre, and we look forward to seeing you again then. So that's a very brief summary of what we discussed, and thank you for your attention and see you next time. Bye bye.